Alright, Homesteader family, so I'm here working on the fence, and you can see the fence is wavy because it's not stretched, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to stretch it or not. I'm thinking I'm not going to stretch it just because I don't have the tools and stuff like that, and because I did the posts 5 feet apart, even with it having some waves in it, I was leaning against here and leaning against there. And once I go down the T-post and tie the fence all the way down the post, it's still going to be wavy, but it's going to be taut where the animals aren't going to be able to push it over or anything like that. And with the 6-foot no-climb horse fence, you can see how I'm laying it up. So what I did was I brought a bunch of slack down here. I went ahead and stapled onto the post. And basically what I did was this one, I went from this side to that side. And then the next row, I went down the opposite way. So on and so forth all the way down. And then at the tops, I did the 2 backs. At the bottom, I did the 2 backs. And did that all the way up, rotating. 2 on one, 1 on other, 2 on one, all the way up. So I brought a bunch of slack down to this end so I could go ahead and get that side hammered up on the post. The post doesn't look like it's level, but what a lot of people don't understand is when you're working on hillsides, it's not going to look level because it's on a hillside. But you can see right there, I'm dead on perfect. Even though, of course, the farther back you get, the more crooked it looks. But that's just because of how the hillside is. But anyhow, so I went ahead and put T-post every 5 feet, 5 foot, couple inches. It depends. If I hit a rock, I moved it over or whatnot. And so I went ahead and I brought a bunch of the 7-foot T-post down. Using 7-foot T-post because the top of the T-post to the top of the plate is 12 inches. And I've got my welcoming crew coming over to see what I'm doing. They all want to be on camera. Right? You guys all want to be on camera? Yep. And so I took a bunch of 7-foot T-posts back to the fencing. And I went ahead and pushed up the first section, pushed up, and I just keep working the T-post down. And that's how I'm able to get the fence up with it weighing so much and me being 5'7". So a lot of people said I couldn't put up 6-foot fence. That's not true. You can do it. You just gotta use alien intuition and think of ideas like this, using the T-post to hold the fence up, work your way on down. Now what I could do is once I have it up like that, I could put the 2x4s on there, drive the truck all the way down and around on the neighbor's property, pull it, but I don't want to do all that. It's going to be too much work. And because I don't have cows and all that type of stuff, I'm not too worried about it being wavy. And like I said, most of the fences that I see and talk to different fencing companies, you put the posts between 10 to 12 foot apart. And with these being at 5 foot, 5 foot couple inches, you know, I got 2 posts for every 1 post that they use on regular fence. So I'm not going to struggle or stress myself about trying to get the fence straight. So it's not going to be the prettiest looking fence. It's got some waves to it, but it will be plenty strong for the goats, the dogs, and rest of the animals I have. And then of course, like I said with the pigs, I'll go ahead, I'll tear all this cattle panel out, and I'll run from the driveway all the way down. And then what I'll do is the cattle panels, I'll anchor to the T-post on the inside. So the wire 6-foot fence will be on the outside to stop animals from jumping over. And then have the cattle panels on the inside because these are a lot stronger at holding the pigs in than the no-climb horse fence, because the size difference is just tremendous on how thin this is I mean, this is 12.5 gauge, but nothing like what you have over there. And for example, I'll take a piece of the tire wire, this same size as what the fence is, or actually this is 14 gauge. And that just goes to show you the size difference on the strength. So that's what my plan is. It will have a little bit of extra to it, extra give, because I'm not going to pull it tight. So if an animal runs into it, it doesn't snap the wires. It will be more like a net, and the animals can rub against it, do whatever they want to do. So this is what I'm doing for my fence, and we'll see how it turns out. Like I said, it's going to be some wavy. I'll try to push whatever I can push by hand, but I'm not going to go ahead and stress myself by trying to do that, because once I get up on some of these hills and up on these hills trying to go over, I'm just not going to have the maneuverability or the area to do it without equipment. And I'm not going to try to get the truck into narrow spots or down in the creek and get stuck in the mud. So for now, this is what's happening, and the permanent fence is going up. So I'll talk to you guys later.